I am so excited to share this amazing travel bag with you today. It's Leah, your professional organizer, giving you hacks, inspiration, and reviews to help you get and stay organized in your home and on your vacation. I'll leave the links to all my social media handles down below because I give you a little something different on each of the platforms. If you like what I'm sharing here on YouTube, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and thank you to all my returning subscribers. Hello, how are you doing? I am so excited to share this amazing travel bag with you today. When I first started sharing my hyperfixation of travel bags, I had this ideal vision of a backpack that opened fully for easy access on trips, and boom, Beis made it. Then I started comparing that backpack to other backpacks, and one of them was the viral Target backpack that honestly looks a lot like the Beis Ultimate Travel Duffle we're reviewing today, and we're going to see if it actually earns that title. Let's start with the basics of color and material. It comes in black and olive. I have the olive, so that's what we'll be looking at today. There was a limited edition camel color, but if you want that color, you're going to have to stock their resale program, Second Beis. This bag is nylon on the outside and polyester on the inside. Basically, you can wipe it to clean it. The shell of the bag has ridges, which I thought would drive me nuts when I touched it, but when I traveled with this bag, I didn't even notice the texture. Now, let's get into the features of this duffel. Something that really sticks out is how many handles this bag has. They put one everywhere they could think of, 2 on top and 1 on each side. The good thing about this is no matter where you're pulling your bag out of, you're pretty much guaranteed to immediately locate a handle to grab your bag. It also comes with a longer, lightly padded adjustable strap that you can wear on your shoulder or across body. Plus, there's a trolley pass-through sleeve, so there are plenty of ways to carry this duffel. The trolley pass-through zips closed at the bottom, so when it's not on your suitcase, you can turn it into a large back pocket. It has a magnetic closure at the top, and of course, there's no organizational features inside it, so I wouldn't put anything small or valuable in it, maybe a notebook or a folded tote for shopping wherever you're going. In the front, there's also a big pocket that's slightly bigger than the back pocket. It takes up nearly the whole front of the bag and it zips closed. They didn't go overboard with trying to create organization in here. It has 2 small pockets, but is more of a catch-all, which I like. And the best part is there's not just a key leash in here, there's also a card holder. You do not need to take your whole wallet on vacation. You just need quick and easy access to your ID and to cards. So with this bag, you have a matching card holder attached and you don't have to think twice about it. It fits nicely into the small pockets in the front pocket, and it's also detachable, so you can take it with you wherever you go while you're away. That's the outside. Let's go inside. Like my favorite backpacks, this duffel bag fully opens, and like my favorite suitcases, it has the butterfly opening. It is so important when you're traveling that you have easy access to see and grab what you packed, and this is why I really like a butterfly opening, because you can do just that. I've said that some backpacks we've looked at together were like a suitcase for your back. Well, this is a whole new level. It's like a shrunken, super soft shell suitcase for your shoulder. So the butterfly opening inside gives us 2 equal sides. My recommendation is on one side you want to pack your clothes, and on the other side you want to pack everything else. On the side you pack your clothes, you don't need a packing cube. This side of the bag essentially is your packing cube. Instead of folding your clothes in a traditional fold like you see at retail stores, take an extra step to file fold your clothes to the height of one side of the bag, folding them upright instead of stacking them. You'll be able to see all of your clothes to easily pick them out and then fold them back away. You'll also fit way more in your bag, which is only a problem during the short time of your trip that you carry your bag because it might be heavy. I just brought this bag to visit family, and my 8-year-old niece voluntarily carried my fully packed bag from the car to the house and said it was light. So I feel pretty confident most adults can carry this through an airport unless you have like a shoulder injury. So with your clothes on one side, then the other side is open for everything else you want to bring with you. You don't have to pack exactly this, but a top line mix of what you can fit is a pair of shoes, a purse, electronics, a toiletries bag, a hair tool, and some other little things. What I really appreciate about this bag that a suitcase cannot give you is that both sides of this bag zip fully, so absolutely nothing is spilling out no matter which way you open the bag, and there are no handlebar dips that you have to puzzle your things around. On top of the zip closures, on both sides, there are also extra pockets. One side has a laptop sleeve that fits a 13-inch or 15-inch laptop and has good padding to it. Plus, it's in the center of the bag, so you don't have to worry about damaging your laptop while you're traveling. But because it's in the center and on top of one of the zip closures, there isn't much structure to this part of the bag. You want to pack the side of the bag underneath the laptop sleeve first before packing your laptop. Otherwise, it's pretty flimsy. It's also a learning curve zipping the side of the bag with the laptop in the sleeve, but you'll get used to it quickly. On top of the laptop sleeve is a big mesh pocket, which isn't very exciting. I can't see any practical use for this except loose papers, but if you do have papers, at least they'll have a home of their own. Then on the other side, it's giving standard base with the double pockets. They're maybe half as deep as the double pockets in their suitcases, but this bag couldn't handle anything deeper. It would literally break if you packed it to the max and the pockets were deep. I like the double pockets for socks and intimates, but you can also use them for bathing suits or electronics or other small things. And if you fill them too much, expect to be sitting on your bag to get it closed. So what travel accessories do I like for this bag? Well, I already told you I don't see the need for packing cubes when you're using this bag as your only travel bag for your trip. Half of the bag for clothes feels like a good ratio for that. But let's say you're using this as your secondary bag and you want to pack valuables and one or two outfits just in case your luggage gets lost. Then a smaller packing cube from one of my favorite packing cube sets, the original Beis set or the Shake Pack set, which I'll link for you, could make sense for your outfits. If you're using the Beis set, you can also use the zip pouch and shoe bags. Any shoe bags will do though, and the toiletries bag you use can also be flexible as long as it's not wider than the 3-inch side of the bag so you can zip it closed. Your best bet is something rectangular and less structured. One accessory I really loved using on my trip with this bag for both toiletries and electronics were the new air pouches, obviously from Beis. And for the record, I do like other brands. Beis just keeps releasing things that genuinely make sense to me. But yeah, on the topic of the new Beis air pouches, let me know if you'd like to see a separate review on those because I have plenty to say there too. Now let's quickly compare this ultimate duffel to some of Beis's other duffels. I have the convertible sport duffel, the basic duffel, and the garment duffel on hand, and honestly, we can compare it to the weekender as well because that's just a silly shaped duffel really. So shape-wise, the ultimate duffel is similarly rectangular like all of the options I just mentioned except the weekender. Each bag has its standout feature in my opinion of why you could need it or what problem it solves. Whatever feature is most important to you is probably the bag you should be getting. The sport duffel is meant for everyday use or as a personal item. The standout with this one is that it's small and turns into a backpack. This bag is for you if you like to go to the gym or take short trips and sometimes want a duffel and sometimes want a backpack. The basic duffel is just that. There's not many bells and whistles, so if you like a good sturdy wallflower that you can use daily and on trips that folds tightly to store, go with this duffel. The garment duffel is really big and it's great for when you need to carry hanging clothes and are also planning to pack a bag, so you only bring one bag instead of two. Bonus points for this bag if you are an overpacker. The weekender is like a classic standard. It's definitely a different look with different size options. If you want a weekender, this is both an aesthetic choice and a choice to separate something completely into its bottom from the rest of your pack. I almost forgot to talk about the commuter duffel. This one is a carry-on item. The material is elite, and that's what the commuter line was all about. If I were to ever call a travel bag sexy, it would be this one. And the selling point on the ultimate duffel is it's the easiest to stay organized in. A duffel is usually a catch-all and absolutely needs everything you pack to be contained in cubes and pouches. Otherwise, how are you finding anything? But the butterfly opening is a dream to stay organized, and it's not too small and not too large. It's just right. One last bag I want to compare the Ultimate Duffel to is another one of my favorites, the Nomad Lane Bento bag. This bag also butterflies open and has 2 fully zipped sides. It has a laptop sleeve and more compartments for organization than Beis' Ultimate Duffel, plus it includes accessory pouches for toiletries and electronics. It's a slightly smaller bag, so it's definitely a personal item. Are they different bags? Yes. Do you need both? No, you gotta pick one. And I know I just skimmed over a couple of highlights of each of the different duffels, so I'll add the links to my videos that talk more about them. Let me know if you still have questions after you watch those, or if there are other duffels from any brands out there you're curious about. So what kind of trips do you need this duffel for? Personally, I think this is going to be my new go-to bag, at least when I'm traveling within the US. Sure, it's unconventional to pack just a duffel, but some of you are becoming more comfortable with this idea, and you've started packing way more accurately with me. The top travel scenarios I immediately see you using this bag for are: 1, I love this duffel for a weekend road trip first and foremost. On a road trip, you only have to worry about getting your bag from your home to the car and then your car to where you're staying. It's very doable. And most of us can fit a weekend's worth of things in here if we wanted to. Plus, then you're not taking up too much space with your bag if you're staying in a smaller space or hotel room. I also really like it for a trip that you'll be traveling by ferry a lot or on uneven streets like cobblestone or sand sidewalks, where it's harder to travel to your accommodations with a suitcase, where it's just better to have a bag you can hold on to. And to round out the kind of top 3 trips you'd use this bag on, this duffel is a great second bag for your trips to either separate things like your valuables and add an outfit or 2 in, just in case you lose track of your main bag. It slides over the handlebars of your roller, no problem, and fits on an airplane, so it's super simple to travel with this way. And that brings us to: is this bag a personal item or a carry-on item, and on what airlines? All we need is the dimensions to figure that out. This duffel is 12 inches high by 17 inches wide by 7.5 inches deep. That means it's a personal item. For the most part, in the US, the Ultimate Travel Duffel is technically a personal item on all of our airlines except for United. It's just 2 inches too high to fit under the seat on their smaller planes. Since it is a soft shell bag, you can underpack it so it will fit even on the small United planes. Just leave a couple inches of space on the sides, book the window seat, and you're set. And for the budget airlines, even though it technically fits, don't overstuff it to capacity because the restrictions could be a little smaller than what the airlines market on their websites. So you could have a problem fitting it into those metal sizers at the gate. Internationally, this bag is more of a stretch as a personal item. If it's a long-haul aircraft with a full-service airline and there's no personal item sizer at the gate, then you should be okay. On Asian, Middle Eastern, and some of the European full-service airlines, this bag works. But if you're flying a short-haul aircraft within Europe on a European budget airline, then I wouldn't bring this bag as your personal item. Now, all that's left to do is put this bag to the test and pack it up. I said I liked this bag for a weekend road trip, but I'm stretching it and packing up a cold weather pack for about a week. There are 2 pants, 3 long sleeve tops and sweaters, 2 shirts for layering, and a sweat set. That's 9 basics that can easily be mixed and matched to make at least 11 outfits. One thing you might notice is these sweaters aren't taking up much space. How you fold is important for fitting your clothes in your travel bag, and the material of your clothes is also important. The sweaters are compact because I chose cashmere, while the sweat set is my favorite these days, so I let myself pack it despite its bulkiness. It's called balance. But overall, the less bulky the items you pack are, the more you're going to be able to fit in this bag. On the other side, I'm packing a heel, electronics, toiletries, skincare, and makeup, accessories, and a hair tool. Zip that all up, and in the center, we have the laptop on one side and socks and intimates in the double pockets on the other side. And that's the Ultimate Travel Duffel by Beis. Is it the ultimate travel duffel? It's definitely up there, but it's not for people who are always flying budget airlines, and I have a few ideas for how it could be even better. Let me know if you had any questions when you were watching and what travel bag or accessory I should review next, or any kind of travel or organization tips you're looking for. And if you liked this video, I appreciate you taking a second to hit the like button and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.